So this section, we're going to continue going over the 12 tenses, and the table here is a summary. So I'm going to go through it. Present tense, I study English every day. Present continuous, I am studying English now. Present perfect, I have studied English already. Present perfect continuous, I have been studying English since yesterday. Then past tense is yesterday I studied English. Past continuous, I was studying English when you called me. Past perfect, I had studied English before you phoned me. Past perfect continuous, I had been studying English before I moved to the US. The future is tomorrow I will study. Future continuous, I will be studying English when you arrive home tonight. Future perfect, by next Monday, we will have studied English. Future perfect continuous, I will have been studying English for an hour by the time you arrive tonight.
All right, that was just a summary, right? We have been talking about. Now I'm going to start. Okay, so we can go through real fast. If I can get, present tense covered, like we present continuous, perfect continuous, those four covered, I think will be good. Okay, here, Laura, you want to go through the real? You don't go through all the examples, but you say when to use the present tense. You can start. Oh, I have to share. Okay, hold on. Share entire screen here. Okay.
So when to use the present tense? First, the action is happening right now. Now, some examples are I am thirsty, they are lazy, we are sleepy, I am here now, she is not here now, he needs help right now, he does not need help now, he has his passport in his hand. Second is if it's a repeated action. The sun rises every day. I play tennis every evening. She does not play tennis every morning. He play tennis? Excuse me. The train leaves every morning at 8 a.m. She always forgets her purse. Third is if it's a fact or generalization. Cats like milk. Birds do not like milk. Do pigs like milk? California is in America. Ukraine is not in the United Kingdom. Fourth is when you're expressing a dramatic event in fiction. The door opens, the phone rings, the dog barks. Fifth is if it's referring to scheduled events in the near future. The train leaves tonight at 6 p.m. The bus does not arrive at 11 a.m. It arrives at 11 p.m. When do we board the plane? The party starts at 8 o'clock. When does class begin tomorrow? She leaves for London in the morning.
All right, good.
We're going to start this. It's a quiz, and it's for present tense. And
how about we do each person do 5 and the next person does 5? Who is going to go first, Laura? I think it's Watson, right?
Watsala, you can do the first 5.
Yeah.
The door closes, the phone rings, the dog barks, the train leaves tonight at 6 p.m. The bus does not arrive at 11 a.m. It arrives at 11 p.m.
Okay. Humi?
When do we board the plane. The party starts at 8 p.m. When does class begin tomorrow? She leaves for Paris in the morning. I am hungry.
Okay.
Okay, what's the
They are happy. We are tired. She is here now. I need help right now. He uh, he does not need help now.
hearing?
The the sun sets every day. Sets. He plays volleyball every day. The bus leaves every day, evening at 8 p.m. She always forgets her keys. The sun rises every day.
Okay, what's
I,
the
I
Hold on.
play tennis every I play tennis every evening. She does not play tennis every morning. Uh, does he play tennis? The train arrives every morning at 8 a.m. She always forgets her purse.
I live in New Jersey. The moon goes round the earth. John drives a taxi. He does not drive a bus. We did not work at night.
Present tense.
Present.
You do
We
not.
do not.
We do not work at night. Remember, this is present tense, right? Okay, very good, very good. All right, now present continuous.
Okay, so present tense continuous. So when to use present continuous tense. So first, you use it if it's happening at this very moment. It can also be used to show that something is not happening right at this moment. I am learning English now. Are you sleeping? I am sitting. He is sitting, or is he sitting or standing? They are reading their books. Second, in English, now can mean this second, today, this month, this year, this century, and so on. Some examples. I am not reading any books right now. I am taking a class. Are you working on any special projects at work? Aren't you teaching at the university now? I am studying to become a doctor. I am reading the book Tom Sawyer. All of these sentences can be said while having lunch with a friend. Third, near future. Sometimes speakers use the present continuous to indicate that something will or will not happen in the near future. I am meeting some friends after work. I am not going to the party tonight. I am going to see a movie tonight. Is he visiting his parents next weekend? Isn't he coming with us tonight? And four, repetition and irritation with always and constantly. She is always coming to class late. He is constantly talking. I wish he would shut up. I don't like them because they are always complaining. All right, so we're going to start with the present continuous tense.
Who goes first? Who finished last time?
I'm sorry, I think it's change continues. I just saw like the heading.
Say that again.
It says present continues tense.
Yeah.
Right,
That's interesting. And it did not pick because it's right.
because it's a word. All right, so how about we start with Pumi? You can start with the first five.
Okay. I am studying to become a lawyer. He is reading the book To Kill a Mockingbird. They are meeting some friends after work. She is not going to the party tonight. I am going to see a movie tonight.
Okay.
Are you Are you visiting your parents next week? Is he visiting his uncle tonight? Isn't he coming with us tonight? She is always coming to class late. He is constantly talking. I wish he would shut up.
I don't like them because they are always complaining. I am learning English now. Are you sleeping? I am sitting. Is he sitting or standing?
They are reading their books. I am not writing right now. I am taking a class. Is he working on any special projects at work? Aren't you teaching at the university now?
Okay.
So next is present perfect tense. So when to use present perfect tense? First, you use it when you're showing that something started in the past and has continued up until now. For 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, and since Tuesday are all durations which can be used with present perfect. So examples below are, I have eaten 5 muffins so far this week. I have had a cold for 2 weeks. She has been in England for 6 months. Susan loved chocolate since she was a little girl. Second, to say that an action happened at an unspecified time before now, the exact time is not important. So you cannot use the present perfect with specific time expressions such as yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, when I was a child, when I lived in Russia, at that moment, that day, one day, etc. We can use the present perfect
On that. So that's very important. Yeah.
We can use the present perfect with expressions such as ever, never, once, many times, several times, before, so far, already, yet, etc. And some examples below are, I have seen that movie 20 times. I think I have met him once before. There have been many earthquakes in California. People have traveled to the moon. Have you read the book yet? Nobody has ever climbed that mountain. Has there ever been a war in the United States? Yes, there has been a war in the United States. Third, you can use this to describe your experience. He has never traveled by train. Joe has studied 2 foreign languages. Have you ever met him? No, I have not met him. I have been to France. I have been to France 3 times. I have never been to Russia. I think I have seen that movie before. I have written books. And 4, talk about change that has happened over a period of time. Examples below. Chinese has become one of the most popular courses at the university since the Asian Studies program was established. You've grown since the last time I saw you. The government has become more interested in arts education. My English has really improved since I moved to Australia. 5, to list the accomplishments of individuals in humanity. You cannot mention a specific time. Scientists have discovered many useful drugs. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases. Scientists have split the atom. Man has walked on the moon. Our son has learned how to read. 6, to say that an action which you expected has not happened, using the present perfect suggests that you are still waiting for the action to happen. Some examples. Sarah has not eaten her dinner yet. Jim has not finished his homework yet. Susan hasn't mastered Russian, but she can communicate. Joe has still not arrived. The rain hasn't stopped. 7. To talk about several different actions which have occurred in the past at different times, but the process is not complete and more actions are possible. For instance, the army has attacked that city 5 times. I have had 4 quizzes and 5 tests so far this semester. We have had many major problems while working on this project. She has talked to several specialists about her problem, but nobody knows why she is sick. So now here is the quiz for present perfect tense. Watsla, you can start.
Tom has not eaten his dinner yet. Sarah hasn't mastered English, but she can communicate. Tim has still not arrived. Chemists have discovered many useful drugs. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases.
Cities have split at autumn.
No,
Man
the physicist has split the atom. That's irregular verb. Next one.
Man has walked on the moon. Japanese has became
No, become.
one.
Part is become is also is become, became, then become. So Japanese has become. Yeah. Okay.
One of the most popular courses at the university. I have grown since the last time I saw you.
You
The
have grown.
government has become more interested at art education.
Very good.
My,
Sarah.
my English has really improved since I moved to Australia. I have eaten 5 muffins so far this week. I have had a cold for 2 weeks. She has been in England for 6 months. Mary has loved chocolate since she was a little girl.
I have seen at the movie 20 times. I think I have met him once before. There have been many earthquakes in California. People have traveled to the moon. Have you read the book yet?
Nobody has ever climbed that mountain. Has there ever been a war in Sri Lanka? The rain hasn't stopped. He has never traveled by train. Joe has studied 2 foreign languages.
Have you ever met him? I have been to Russia. I have been to France 3 times. I have never been to Russia. I think I have seen the movie before.
I have written books. The army has attacked that city 5 times. I have had 4 quizzes and 5 tests so far this semester. We have had many major problems while working on this project. She has talked to several specialists about her problem.
Very good. Very good. Laura, next. And after this, we'll be done. Okay. Present. Perfect.
Present perfect continuous. So when to use the present perfect continuous? One time to use it is to show that something started in the past and has continued up until now. Examples: since June, for the last 30 minutes, for over 2 hours, for the last 3 days, and since Tuesday are all durations which can be used with the present perfect continuous. James has been teaching at the university since June. We have been waiting here for over 2 hours. Why has Nancy not been taking her medicine for the last 3 days? They have been talking for the last hour. She has been working at that company for 3 years. What have you been doing for the last 30 minutes? Second, you can use this to convey a more general meaning of lately or recently. Examples. Recently, I have been feeling really tired. She has been watching too much television lately. Have you been exercising lately? Sarah has been feeling a little depressed. James has not been practicing his Russian.
Yeah, okay. Lately, right. Okay, let's move on.
What have you been doing?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the quiz for present perfect continuous. So we'll start, Pumi. You can start.
Jack has been practicing his English. What have you been doing? Sarah has been teaching at the university since January. We have been waiting here for over 5 hours. Recently, I have been feeling really energetic.
Rocco has been watching too much television lately. Have you been playing tennis lately? Why has Jim not been taking his medicine for the last 3 years? They have been reading for the last hour. I have been working at the company for 3 years.
I have been teaching for 16 years. I taught at Kansas State University for 9 years and Mammoth University for 6 years. She has been trying to have a baby since last year. How long have you been playing tennis? I have been studying English kindergarten. Have your brother and sister have getting along?
Oh, so have your brother and sister been getting along?
Sister been getting along. Have been getting along.
Hold on. I have your brother and sister. What?
Have sister been getting along?
Exactly. I have your brother and sister being getting along. Okay, that concludes this. We are done with the present tense. We all covered, right? So next week I'll do the past and all the four related to past, and then week after all the four related to the present. That then we can move on. Any comments, Laura?
No.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, I think that it's just going along nicely.
Yeah, I think they you know, they are doing very well. Okay. So let me stop this, right? Then we can